we're off on a boat here to go to Nusa Penida. So after meeting some locals in Nusa Lembongan, we hopped on their boat to go to Nusa Penida. Over the next 48 hours, we're going to take you to some lesser known places in Nusa Lembongan and Nusa Penida and show you how you can spend your 48 hours on these two islands and even catch a private boat to Nusa Penida from Nusa Lembongan. So we're in Santa here and now going to Nusa Lembongan. Pretty excited, and this is the place where you catch the boat. So if you are headed to Nusa Lembongan or Nusa Penida, you are going to catch the boat in Santa. So we're just in Santa here getting some breakfast. We just got an omelet here for breakfast. There are so many options to choose from for boats to get to these two islands. I would recommend going online before and getting the best price. So our boat here to Nusa Lembongan just arrived. It's behind us right here. We're taking the Glory Express, and there's so many different options you can choose when you come here for the boats. You can buy a ticket right on the beach, or you can buy a ticket in advance at several different agencies here. The port in Santa has lots of options for food and gifts if you are looking to do some shopping or get breakfast before your boat there. But definitely arrive early and be prepared to wait late, as some of these boats will take longer to leave. Also, be prepared to get wet as you have to walk in the water with your stuff to make sure you get on the boat. As soon as you get off on the other side, you can go and rent a scooter for the day. And that's exactly what we did in Nusa Lembongan. So we just arrived here at Lembongan Island. And going to check in at our place. Really beautiful. Usually you can find a price for around 50 to 100k per day, and it depends on the scooter you're gonna get. If you're gonna get a Scoopy, it's definitely cheaper than an NMAX, but an NMAX is worth it because the roads here can be very challenging. Nusa Lembongan is a bit different than Nusa Penida. It's definitely a smaller island, however, there are still so many things to do here. So just check into the place here in Nusa Lembongan. It's quite a nice place. It's only 300k or around $30 per night. There's a pool here, and this is the room. It's a nice small but decent sized room, and they even give you a welcome drink and a cold towel when you check in, which is really nice for the price. This is a viewpoint here in Nusa Lembongan. It's crazy, the beautiful view here. You can see the beaches behind and really blue. So this is just on the top of a hill here on a ridge in the Nusa Lembongan. After checking into our villa, we went to go find some food. We did make a mistake as we found a beautiful place to see the view. However, the restaurant here was not that good for the food. So you're really paying for the view when you go to this restaurant. And yes, the view is worth it, but definitely I would try to stick to some more local options if you're going here for food. So we just arrived here at Dream Beach here, and this is what the view looks like. So as you can see, there's a few steps going down to this beach, but not too many. Waves are a little bit big here, but the beach looks very beautiful and very nice sand here too. Dream Beach is a beautiful beach to go to. Unfortunately, it's not the best for swimming. The waves here are fairly big, and it's a great place to come and chill, but if you're gonna go swimming here, be prepared for the big waves. We were actually thrown off by how big the waves were at Dream Beach, and because we wanted to go swimming, we drove to another beach called Hidden Beach. So this is Secret and Hidden Beach here in Nusa Lembongan. This beach was much better for swimming as the waves were a lot smaller. They were still a bit big, but it was really nice to go swimming here, and a much more quiet beach as well. Not as many people know about this beach. Even the road to get here was kind of hard to find. The water at this beach was very beautiful, and to swim, it was definitely worth it. After swimming at Hidden Beach, we drove over to the island next door called Nusa Chunningham. You can actually drive from one island to the next via this beautiful yellow bridge. It connects both sides of the islands, and it is good because you can go and see so much more than just Nusa Lembongan. We were just driving and randomly come across this place called Lee Pirate. It's a restaurant with a pool and a nice view towards Nusa Lembongan. You can even see local people here getting seaweed from the ocean. Pretty cool place to chill if you're looking for a great spot here on the islands. And what's so nice about this is that you can use the pool as long as you buy a drink. There's no minimum entry fee for this place. We then drove back over to Nusa Lembongan and we checked out Pantai Pasir Putih. It's a beach here where you can catch gorgeous sunsets. So we're here at Pantai Pasir Putih beach here in Nusa Lembongan, and it's not really a swimming beach, but it's a great beach here to watch the sunset. Kind of feels like a double stick beach in Bali if you can compare it to that, because the beach is very wide open and a very nice spot to kind of sit and relax and enjoy the view. We grabbed some food here at a local warung for dinner, and there's quite a few options here if you're looking for local cuisine. Good morning, we are just checking out our place in Nusa Lembongan, and we are now headed to Nusa Penida. This villa only costs 300k to stay per night. I think it's a good price to stay here. However, the roads are a bit crazy if you're planning on traveling here with a bike. So we're here now at Mushroom Bay Beach. This is where we depart off to go to Nusa Penida, and it's really quite interesting, the island here. Everyone really kind of trusts each other, and we just leave the key in the scooter. That's not you see like that in Bali. One thing we noticed, a big difference between Bali and Nusa Lembongan, is when you're dropping off your scooter, the locals here really trust each other. You can just leave the key inside the scooter. Because of the island is so small, they really do trust that no one's gonna steal the scooter. So the previous night when we were getting dinner, we actually met the owners of the local restaurant there, and they offered to take us to Nusa Penida in their boat. Normally it's quite hard to find a boat between Nusa Penida and Nusa Lembongan, and especially it's hard to find a good time as well. However, they were so nice, they actually offered us to take us in their boat to Nusa Penida. So we are up on a boat here to go to Nusa Penida, and this is the view, and the people are catching seaweed behind it. What normally would cost you 100k or more for one ticket for one person, they offered us 200k for all 5 of us to go to Nusa Penida. On the boat ride there, we even saw the locals here getting seaweed from the ocean floor, and they had massive boats they would load up with seaweed and bring back to shore. After arriving in Nusa Penida, we found a bike to rent for around 60k for one day. The place we were staying at on Nusa Penida was not as good as the previous place in Nusa Lembongan. Alright, so we just checked into our second place here. This one's in Nusa Penida, and here's like a kind of a hill cottage. So there's a pool here behind, and yeah, it's not too bad. It's about 180 per night. Hi. How do you like the place? Not too bad, right? Yes. It was a beautiful view, and the pool was pretty good. However, the huts were a bit outdated, and these showers were actually salt water. So we just took the steepest road to get down to this beach and springs, so we're really hoping that it's worth it. So we drove down to this natural spring called Tembalin Springs, and there's a beach down here as well. However, to get to this place, it was really an off-road adventure. When you go down to this area, you're gonna see 2 natural springs. These are not really hot water springs, they're a little bit more cooler springs. However, there's one at the top and one closer to the beach. We decided to catch the sunset at another beach in Nusa Penida called Crystal Bay. Crystal Bay is a great place to catch the sunset. You can even enjoy some local nasi goreng or mee goreng here at many of the local warangs here you will find on this beach. Hope you enjoyed this video. Come back for our next video where we show you even more places to go to in our second day at Nusa Penida and show you some hidden spots you might not know of. Till next time, catch you in the next one. Peace.